Okay, so today I'd like to tell you about how I make my shower cleaner and general all-purpose cleaner. So it cleans the sinks, it cleans the toilets, we use it on the floor when we spill food or pretty much anything. We use it around the house, and it breaks up soap scum and kills bacteria, is antibacterial, antiseptic, this and that. And so it's all homemade, and it's really good, I find. Oh, I also use it for my scrubbing bubbles. I have one of those, you push the button and it sprays the shower. But I emptied out all the chemicals that you get with the scrubbing bubbles thing, and I fill it with my cleaning solution. So here is an example of what it looks like when it's done. And I just fill up a bunch of those old orange juice containers, and then I've bought a bunch of these sort of sprayers from Home Depot at I think $3 or $3.99 each. I wouldn't really recommend these sprayers. The base seems a little bit thin, and when they become empty they really tip over easily. So I would be more inclined now to buy a sort of a plant sprayer from Walmart or something that has a bit of a thicker base and can stand up easier. Anyways, I use it for both my shower cleaner, my scrubbing bubbles, and everywhere around the house. The second thing I want to show you is I use almost the same stuff for bug spray around the house. So I'm just going to zoom back out and go over here. So you can see up here I have a big bin full of empty bottles. You can see here I have a bug spray, and here I have a half-empty cleaning solution one. So what you need for this is basically just vinegar, household vinegar, and this is your key here. It's antibacterial dish soap. This helps, of course, kill all the bacteria, but it also sticks to the walls when you spray it in your showers and stuff. And sort of as you shower the next time and the steam comes up, it washes the spray down and makes a bit of suds. So I'll go back here. So I'll just show you all my bottles that I got. And there you go, tipped right off. So it's been about 6 months since I've filled all these up. So about twice a year, or maybe 3 times a year, I have to fill all these up. And basically just in both showers, as soon as I take a shower, I spray it. So every day in my shower, in the main shower, I do it whenever my son has a shower. So every 2 days. And so the rest of the time, if it gets worse, if I haven't done it in a couple days, I'll just take a little bit of this and spray it down. So the key here is your essential oils. I've got a whole bin full of essential oils. I'll just tell you what they are. The first one, and this is your real starting point, is frankincense. It's not cheap, but I use it quite often, frankincense. Next one, peppermint. I also use peppermint to drop into my garbage can every week when I change it to take it to the dump, and that keeps my garbage can smelling nice. This is pine. You can use pine too for your garbage can. Rosemary. This is your second big one, and I use this the most. So I put the most drops of tea tree oil, and you can see I've got a big refill bottle of tea tree oil that I fill this one up with. This is cedar leaf or tree. Again, I got a rosemary, so that's a backup one. Cinnamon leaf. Lavender. Now the key with this is it's really good for cleaning, but don't use it for the bug spray because hornets or bees like lavender. So I don't use that for my bug spray. Eucalyptus, also very good for cleaning. And here I have, this is a big thing of peppermint oil. So I got my tea tree. Big thing of lavender, big refill of lavender. Sandalwood, I use the sandalwood for the bug spray exclusively, so I'll just keep that separate. Where's the lavender? Oh, that's for the lemongrass. Lemongrass is good for both, and it's cheap, so I use quite a few drops of these. Lemongrass backup. Citronella. I also use citronella just for the bug spray, not for the cleaning spray. And a backup of sandalwood. So I've got a backup of lemongrass, sandalwood, rosemary, lavender, peppermint, and tea tree. So basically all I do is take my handy dandy orange juice container and you just fill it up half with water. I use warm water. There you go, roughly half full of water. And then the other half, I fill with vinegar. Just fill up with vinegar. Almost you get right to the top. I'll fill the rest up with water. And then you just take a healthy dose of antibacterial dish soap. The key is antibacterial, and this is the one that I found at the store. So, a healthy little squirt of that, not too much, just a little squirt. And then I start dropping essential oils in, and that's all I do. It's so easy. So for a big jug like this, which is 1.75 liters, I'll do 30 tea tree oils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30 drops of tea tree oil. And I just play around with this stuff. I'm not sure, you know, if you put them together, if they cancel each other out, or my view is that the more little scents or oils that I have, the more it'll clean. So I do 10 of eucalyptus. And then just, you know, I switch it up sometimes. So most of the time I try and use as many as possible. I feel that it cleans the best. So this is cedar. I'll do 7 cedar, something like that. Lemongrass. Lemongrass is good for both bug and there's 10 of lemongrass, so it's good for the cleaner and the bug spray. Lavender. Lavender is good for cleaning, but don't use it for the bug spray. Ten lavenders. Rosemary, good cleaner as well. I'll do 10 of those. pine. I'm not sure if I used that already, but anyways, here we go. These ones seem to come out very quickly, so I just put a little squirt of those. Cinnamon, also a good cleaner. There's 10 cinnamons, or yeah, 10 cinnamons. Peppermint, one of my favorites. Everybody likes the smell of it. Ten peppermints. And frankincense. This is the big one, but it's really pricey, so I only do 10 of those as well. There you go. So that's it. That's all I do for my shower cleaner. I'll just fill the rest up with water. Now, it should be noted that I don't have tile in my shower. Sorry. I do have tile, but not natural stone. In my old place, when I had natural stone, I did not use vinegar. Instead, I filled it up completely with water and just did the same thing with the cleaner. Just give it a little shake, because it's warm water, it should mix up nicer. And it should turn out to the exact color of my old one. There you go. And then what I do is after I'm done filling all these up, I will pour them into these. Now, for my bug cleaner. You can see I've written bug on it. It's basically exactly the same stuff. Well, I'll just show you. It's 100% water. That's how I remember it anyways. So I'll go back over here. And what I do with this is I spray it all around my house and in the basement down here. So there, I've just left the neck empty. And then I've got this stuff called witch hazel. This is witch hazel, which is an astringent, which I used to think it meant a smell, but I think it means it tightens your pores, it tightens skin. And it's actually really, really old. It's from the 1800s, I think, 1847. And you just stick bugs hate this stuff, apparently. And I get the lemon. There's different flavors or types of witch hazel. I always buy the lemon. So I just take a squirt of witch hazel in there. And then I do the same thing. So I take my tea tree oil, and for this I'll just do 10. Eucalyptus, they don't like that, the bugs. Peppermint, they don't like that. Do 8 of those. Lemongrass, this is the big one for the bug one. They don't like that at all, so I'll give it 12. And for example, something like this for lemongrass is about $5. But if you get the frankincense, it's about $30. So I try and use this more than the frankincense, let's say. Rosemary, bugs don't like that. Cedar. A few little drops of cedar. Lavender. Don't use lavender because the bees and hornets like it. So that'll attract them. cinnamon. They don't like cinnamon. So this basically keeps ants, spiders. There's been no hornet's nests around my house in the soffits. I still had cocoons this year for caterpillars. But otherwise, we've had hardly any bugs in here whatsoever. And no hornet's nest, which is a good thing. And I just spray it all around my soffit, around the base of the house, and the same thing inside in the basement here. I do like around the walls, on the floor. They normally travel on the floor, right around the perimeter. Frankincense, no, don't use that. Sandalwood, that's exclusively for the bug spray. What else we got? Lemongrass, that's a backup. Oh, so these are my two other ones here. Citronella. There you go, that's it. And I just fill the rest up with water. So basically all it is water and whatever I feel like dropping in essential oils. And for instance, this year, I think I sprayed 8 around the outside of my house, 8 of these bottles in the spring. And I sprayed 4 inside. So I used 12 total bottles for bugs. For instance, my mom at her house has ladybug problems. Ladybugs come up from the basement and come up into the kitchen by the, I think they come up in the southern exposure. So it's the kitchen faces south, so they come up in the kitchen. She sprayed this around the basement and up by the window of the upstairs in the kitchen. She's got no ladybugs this year. So that's all that is. And I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of these up, and that's it. It's pretty easy. It's all healthy. One of my friends, when he came over, I just sprayed down the shower so it'd be clean for him, and he's like, "What is that chemical you're using?" He thought it was he was guaranteeing that it was a chemical, and I said, "No. It's all natural stuff." I mean, the dish soap has a little bit of chemical in it probably, but no big deal. It's better than using cleaning products that have tons of chemicals in them that'll kill you. One of the worst things for you is cleaning products in life. It's anti-organic, so it kills all organisms, including you. So this stuff smells good, and like I say, I just spray down the shower. Well, this is a bug spray, but I just spray down a shower if I feel like it, or in both showers I have a scrubbing bubbles, and maybe 3 or 4 times a week I push the button, and I don't even clean my shower. It just keeps it all clean. And if it gets a little bit dirty looking, I'll just take a sprayer and spray a 1/4 bottle and walk away, and next time I have a shower, it cleans itself. So that's it. Good luck.